This video is sponsored by Cohen Financial. More on them later. Welcome to the channel. This is where I critique and review every single family home that comes on the market in Beverly Hills in about 5-6 minutes. Now, today's episode is about 623 North Hillcrest on the 600 blocks of Beverly Hills Flats, and it's a good fixer, so pay attention. Now, you know the drill. In the first 2 minutes, I review the property on my 10 favorite factors, and right after that, I will share with you guys how I would have marketed this property differently. And at the end of the video, I will share with you guys my favorite comp for valuation purposes. How do I know this stuff? My name is 𝐷𝐸𝐵. I'm a real estate agent by day based in Beverly Hills, and a critic and an analyst and a real estate enthusiast at nighttime. All right, let's get started. Location, Beverly Hills Flats, I'm gonna give it a 9. Lot quality, all flat, close to 15,000 square foot with good dimension. I'm also gonna give it a 9. Lot orientation, west facing on a very good street, spaced well away from the side street. I'm gonna give it an 8. Lot utilization, there's no approach in the flats, but a solid frontage, very good backyard, one good side yard. I'm gonna give it an 8. Privacy, no one looks into the property, but as you would expect it in the flats, you're a little bit too close to your neighbors. You can kind of hear them. I'll give it an 8. Views, it's not a view property, so I'm going to give it a 0. Scale and architectural style. Architecturally, it gives me glimpses of that Italian revival Mediterranean style, which I really like, but scale is just not there. The volumes are not there, and the ceiling height seems to be low. I'm going to give it a 4, but I'm going to cover more on this subject in the upside. Layout, it's very traditional. No wow factor when you walk in. The kitchen is closed off. There's not great connectivity, but there's the right amount of bedrooms in the right places. I'm going to give it a 5. Finishes, totally dated. I'm going to give it a 2. Upside, it could have a lot of upside because it's significantly underbuilt for the lot at 5,300 square feet. Now you're thinking, Arvin, is it an easy remodel? Is it a gut job? Or is it a teardown? Well, it depends on 3 factors. 1, can you relocate the staircase? 2, is there enough space underneath or behind the coffer ceilings? And 3rd, is this fireplace structural or not? Take your architect there. You got to study this in person. It's very important. For upside, I'm going to give it a 6. Now, before I tell you the final score, a word from our sponsor. Story time. Many years ago, I was purchasing this condo with an FHA loan and a PMI, and I was assured by this shady loan broker who told me, if you ever bring your equity above the 20%, you can get rid of the PMI anytime during the loan. I was very excited. But guess what? A few days before the escrow, he told me that he was wrong, and I had no choice to continue with the escrow and close the property because I would have lost my deposit. Now, stories like this happen all the time, and that's why real estate agents really care to pair up with a top loan broker who doesn't go against their word. I once experienced with a client when Mark had promised this client no points. The bank had canceled that product, and Mark went out of his way to pay the point for my client so he doesn't go against his own word. That's why I love working with Mark. And don't take my word for it. Everybody knows this about Mark Cohen. Here's his phone number. Give him a call and thank him for supporting my channel. Okay, the final score is a 59, and that's an E+. Now you're thinking, Arvin, how could have this property been marketed better? Well, where do I start? Photography. It looks like someone used an iPhone to take the photos. They did not declutter the property before photography or before showing. There's no information as far as how much upside is in this property, and there's no renderings. So if you ask me, it's horrible. But hey, this could be a good opportunity for you. If you can see past all that stuff, you might not have that many competition. Now you're thinking, how much is this property really worth? My favorite comp for valuation purposes is 624 North Arden, and I will tell you guys why. It's the street over, similar size house, similar size lot, and that one sold for $9.45 million very recently at close to $1,600 a foot. But wait, that one, Arden, was actually somewhat livable. I don't know if someone's willing to pay this much money and live in these conditions. And for that reason, you need an expert to kind of adjust for that and, take you to the price so you don't overpay for the property. Now, it's never a bad idea to contact a listing agent. Here's their information. And if you want to consult with me, here's my information. You can email me at arvin@arvinhadot.com. Now wait, if you like this house, you will probably also like this house. They're kind of similar. And I also have to share with you, the content of this video is purely my personal opinion. Real estate analysis is subjective in nature, and I don't guarantee the accuracy of information. In fact, you should go see the property yourself in person. You should review all the information available online. You should contact the city and form your own independent decisions. And let me know if you can think of a better comp for this property. Share that with me in the comments. I will appreciate that. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.